In a previous video, we were able to begin the process of creating an assembly by importing a Fusion 360 archive file that already had components of the assembly completed. What we want to do now is use a neutral file format to import a component that we will build new chair designs upon. Autodesk Fusion 360 can import data from nearly any CAD system on the market today, as well as neutral file formats like the step file that we'll import now. Once the conversion process has begun, we can close the dialog box as the conversion is done in the cloud, and the new file will appear in the dashboard on the left when it's completed. Once the data is in place, I can simply drag it into my design window. And then I can create a file to save the work that's been done so far. Once it's in place in our canvas, I want to go ahead and make sure it doesn't move. So I'll right-click and select Ground. This will keep the frame from moving. I see we've got our mounting points, so after I create my new component for my seats, and I'll call it seats because I might want more than one body. I want to do some experimentation with different approaches. I want to create a work plane to use as a reference. I'll enter the sculpt environment, and this time, instead of using the box, I want to use a plane, and I'm going to start it on this new work plane. I'll select a location to begin placing my center rectangle. In the plane dialog box, I can choose to approach this in a different way as well. I'll place it and use my manipulators to change the number of faces that I'm working with. I kind of want to approach this like a bent plywood design, so we'll keep it fairly simple. We'll use Edit Form. I can use crossing windows to select more than one face. I can also reorient the triad, so I can change the point at which it's bending. So rather than bending from the middle of the collection of faces, I can select an edge to work from. And I'll just continue to edit much in the way we worked with the T-splines geometry in the beginner exercise. I strongly encourage you to use the same chair base to explore different ideas of your own. Once I've created a concept, I can move it out of the way so I can continue to build other concepts in the same position using the same reference geometry and create as many different concepts using as many different bodies as my imagination will allow.